Okay guys, there's a lot to unpack here, but we're going to make this pretty simple. I have a folder called CSS External Master. Okay. Right now I've got 4 web pages. I've got my zoo index that has my examples here. I've got one for my tigers report. Okay. I've got a giraffe one, and then I also have a lion one. So what we want to do is we want to introduce relative hyperlinks. So we've got our home page here called zooindex.html, and then we want to hyperlink each one of these. Okay, so we're going to hyperlink the files right here as a hyperlink from this page. So when I click lions, it's going to take me to this web page, and I know that's going to work because all 4 of these web pages are all saved in the same folder. So I'm on my zoo index, and really quickly, a space href equals quote lion space css dot html colon angle bracket, and then I'm going to close this with a closing angle bracket. I'm going to save this and hope that it works. Okay, so now that is hyperlinked, and when I click this page here, it's going to go straight to this other page. So let me do that on the next couple ones, and then we'll start back with external CSS. Okay, and just to review, these are actually called relative hyperlinks. Okay, so if you notice here, we don't have the www //www http stuff on there. And these are relative, and we know that because it is within our same page. All right, so now here is our master page. Up here at the top, this is an internal style sheet. So we have these codes here. Also, if I go and open up my giraffe or zoo, so I've got all 4 of my things. I've got my zoo animals that are hyperlinked, and then I've got my giraffes with a yellow background. I've got lions with pink or orange, and tigers with blue. And I want all 4 of these to all have the same color, the same fonts, everything. So for that, instead of having to go through and adjust the style tag in all 4 of these, what we're going to do instead is create an external style sheet. So here is how easy it is. So I'm going to File and New. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to do a quick File and Save As. Okay. And I need to make sure I'm saving it in the same folder. Okay, and I'm going to call this zoocss. Okay. And then when I get ready to save it, I'm going to save it as a cascading style sheet. Okay, so I've made a new file called zoocss.css, and it's in my same folder. Okay, for me, I actually like the giraffe formatting the best, so I am going to Control-C to copy. I'm going to go over here, Control-V to paste, and save that. Now I'm going to go back over here in Giraffe and delete all of that code. So I still have 2 things here, but I'm going to delete those and add in a new code. So this is completely new. So this is going to be link space REL equals quote, and this is the same for all of them. Style sheet, again, make sure you spell it correctly. Space type equals quote text / CSS space href, right, just for website, equals quote. And what would I need to save that? Save that as zoocss.css quote and in the bracket. Okay, so now I'm going to do save. Okay, so if I go and look at my giraffes, Okay, not a lot has changed, okay, because I have linked those with this. Okay, so actually thinking smarter, I can do Control-C on this one, and then go to my lions. So again, I'm going to delete everything in this style section. I'm going to delete that completely. And now I'm just going to add, say, you know what, let's just use this zoocss sheet, save it, okay? So now when I go over here to my lions and I refresh it, boom, it has the exact same formatting as giraffes, okay? So let's go over here to tigers. So, super easy, I'm going to delete all this other stuff, unless I want to come back and use some of that, maybe like the line height. So sometimes it may be good to kind of have that stuff on the side. Save. So I go over here to tigers. It's all the same. And then finally, for my main one on my zooindex.html, so I have all of this here. And if I want to, I could copy and paste that. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now, on some of these, if I really like it, I may want to remember that a little bit, like my visited and selectors, H3s. But for now, we're going to go and delete all of those. Again, undo the style sheet, and I'm going to do save, and I'm going to go over to my zoo animals and refresh. And now look, all of these are the same. So I can go and click on giraffes, and it's going to take me to the giraffe page. I can go back and click on elephants. It's going to, oops, elements take me to lions. I need to look at that one. I forgot to change that one. And if I go to tigers, it's going to take me to tigers. Okay, again, so that was on the main one. So lion, CSS, giraffe, CSF, base page area. So I've got tigers going to tigers, so I'll have to pause for a minute and figure that one out. And I know someone out there is going, really, Ms. Roberts, let's go and look. If we look at everything we've got in here, do I have a CSS page on elephants right now? No, that's why that hyperlink was not working. So I can come down here to my tigers, and my tigers go to the page. So that is how we go in, and we can make an external style sheet. So now if I go to the CSS page, and I wanted to change the background to a different color, let's say F8 FFCC. Save that once. And now when I go and I look at every single page, it's changed everywhere. So that's what's great about external CSS. If you make the change here in the master CSS page, it's going to change everything else for you. Another little quick review here. And we'll add a quick little meta tag. So on this one, I went back and added a description. So Google was looking for this. It would show a page about tigers, including where they are found, facts about their young, etc. The one on lions, I added keywords, and that would be like lion, king of the jungle, lion facts, and a pride. So we have about 2 more minutes, so let me show you how you can import a video for your web page. Okay. So not only I also need to look at how old this site is, but also how many views it has. So that's kind of something to kind of get familiar with a little bit. So if one just has 426, we may not want that one as much as one that maybe is a lot more popular. Excuse me, I want to go to this one here. At the beginning of this URL of this video, it's really annoying. All right, so it really starts on page part 14. So we're going to go over here to share and embed, and when I embed it, I want to make sure that I click that start at the 14 so I don't have that. So this is how easy it is. I can click and drag here and click copy. And then all I need to do is go over to my giraffe page, kind of get to the bottom there a little bit, maybe add a little BR. Control V to paste, save it, go back to my giraffes here, and then I've got a short little video for that.
Let's learn about giraffes.
Okay, so for your assignment, you're going to need to add a short YouTube video, less than like 3 minutes each, at the bottom of lions and tigers. And in a separate video, I'll show you how you can get the audio clip from a YouTube video and add that as well. Thanks for listening to another tutorial from Ms. Roberts at Southern Lee High School, part of Adobe Video Design 1 Honors in Dreamweaver.